Hello, everybody. Excuse me. Hey, Millie. Hello, everybody coming in. Hippie Grandma, Roxy D. Hello, hello. Rhonda Moon. Hello, Ricky. Hello, Bob G. Hello. Yeah, we pray that Lori is found safe. We Scottish Ma. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm glad to see everybody. I don't know about y'all, but it has been thundering and lightning and pouring down rain here all day. It's been yucky. It's been yucky. Hello, hello. Welcome to all coming in. Have faith. That's right. Have faith. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So, how was your day? How was your day, everybody? Was it good? I hope it was all good. Hey, Janice. Hello, Rhonda. Good to see everybody in here. Sharon. Hello, hello. Everything's good. Yeah, it's been raining all day here, Roxy. It's bad. Hey, Tamara. You're about to drive home. Be careful if the weather's not good. Be careful. Hey, Sin. Hello. Just must be one of those rainy old days everywhere. Must be. Your day was great. You getting a little snow today? Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, that girl. Hello. Hey, Daily. Good to see you, Daily Tab. Everybody pray for Daily Tab. I know her mom's not been doing very well. Also, I want to say a prayer for Justin. I know his little boy has been running a fever. I learned that last night, and I did send him a message today, and he just sent me a message back saying thank you. So I asked him how he was doing. Haven't heard back yet, so I hope everything's okay. Yeah, Justin's my friend. We can't have these little ones sick and all that, right? I know there's a bunch more. There's a bunch more of you. I need to get that prayer list going again. I really do. I've been swamped today. I've been swamped. Your emoji button doesn't show up. I think you think you broke it. You probably blocked it. Listen, I'm the only one that is not supposed to be touching buttons. Don't be in there touching them buttons, Millie. Especially when it comes to things Smiley fix, because there ain't no telling where it might take you to La La Land. I don't know. Millie, did you try to get the one that said don't touch the button? Maybe it's a joke. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Wendy and Sharon, everybody, nice to see everybody. I'll check it out when I leave here and see what happened. It doesn't show up. I think I've been hacked. We don't use that word around here. Don't scare everybody off. Ain't nobody been. None of them show up? Not even the custom ones? Well, then Smiley probably touched a button then. Daily, you love your shirt. Aren't they so cool? Aren't they cool? Oh, Daly sent me a picture of her new shirt. I told you look good. You look good in that color. You look good with the red and stuff. You do. So if none of them are showing up, I will go look. It may have been something I turned off. I don't know. Y'all know I don't know. Know nothing. Smiley don't know nothing. Sienna's holding my emoji button hostage. Free it. Free the buttons. Free the buttons. Millie said she got her long sleeve one today too. Oh, good. Good. See, Andy's all good about getting those out quick. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Y'all just stop pushing the buttons. It's working for everybody else. Okay, so I don't know. I'll check into that. I really will. I'll check into that. Free the emojis. Free the emojis, right? Free the emojis. Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't touch the button. Free the emojis. So I've been really I've been looking into this case today, but I've had so much going looking, whatever. I was trying to go over some videos and stuff. Hey Jam 420, you're fine, honey. You ain't missed nothing. You ain't missed nothing yet. Nothing yet. Freeze dance, right? Actually, me and Millie both been listening to some of the mom's videos. I don't know who's got a chance to go look at Lori Page, any of her stuff or anything like that. I'm, again, I don't want to use the word excited, but I'm very refreshed to go in and look at this case and, all the things. And I still got all the other things going on. It's just, and my phone, there's somebody blowing me up on freaking Messenger. I need to block them. I don't know who they are. And it's a guy. And it's like, what the fuck do you want, man? It's like, anyway, I need to block him. I thought he had something important to tell me earlier. So I finally, after 2 days, look, I don't know. Whatever. I can't deal with all that, man. Okay. If you're watching me, I can't deal with all that, man. I'm a busy person. Smiley's a busy person. Okay. I got other irons on the fire. Let's see. Es Francisco. Hello. Hello. What else is going on? Okay. So I hope y'all did get to go and look. Yeah, I will. I think I know where the block button is. I just hadn't had time. I'm running back and forth. And see, they think because they see me on Messenger that I got all the time in the world to play. And I don't. I'm researching and I'm doing stuff. And listen, Smiley ain't got time for all that, okay? I'm just saying. Especially if I don't know you. I don't know who you are. People, stop. Stop with bullshit. Hey, Doozy. Look, Doozy's been, I just will tell you, ladies, Doozy's been gathering all the people up, let's just say, for the, what do you want to call it, Doozy? For the Valentine's strip dance? I don't know. I don't know. I go on a chat the other day and somebody told me, I saw Smiley, my services was needed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I had done forgot all about it. I'm like, what services? What services are needed? Hey, One Love, it's freaking Smiley here. Hey, did y'all see my little Nancy Grace back and forth? That was pretty cool. One of my subs was watching last night and gave it to me. I'm glowing. Thank you. I'm glowing. Services. Yeah, I know. Services, right? I don't know. What? I was like, what services? I have no idea what services. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, the game. And Doozy's like, I told them we need it. So I'm like, oh, yeah, what do you want to do? Dress up as the cop or the fireman? I don't know. Just never mind. We got a program to do. Class is in, okay? Class is in. No, y'all are bad. Y'all are bad. That's my little 5 minutes of going on with y'all. Hey, Tam. Hey, Tam. Hey, Millie. Last night, when we dropped Misery True Crime and stuff tonight, because I do want to help build her up, because she's going to work on this case and stuff too. I was pretty rude last night. I told y'all my mama said you don't know how to treat nobody when they come to your house. I'm trying my best. People get mad because I spend 30 minutes saying hello. And then people get mad when I get off. Oh, you didn't say hello to me. Well, excuse me, honey. I didn't see you. But listen up. Also drop Carrie Moody's because I believe she does have a channel, and she was very helpful last night. That was rude of me not to do that. Hey, beautiful borrowed angel. That was rude of me not to do that. And she really was helpful last night, honestly. And here is the drum roll. Everybody listening up? Everybody listening up? Everybody listening up? We gonna drop another one. And I need y'all to go sub. And I need you to go like. And they're legal. And it is my friend Doug. And he's back. He's back from outer space. So he can make y'all laugh, okay? He's back. That's right. So it's just Doug. Just Doug. Just Doug. Okay? Just Doug. Millie can drop it. We was over there in the bushes earlier. But he's going live again tonight. Okay? So that part. I don't think he's going to do Summer Wells, but I do think he's going to do some crime and some other stuff. That's right. He's back. He's back from outer space. Y'all don't know how many people's told me he's got them through laughing and all this kind of stuff. So just go support. That's all I can say. Okay. Just go support. Thank you. There it is, Millie. Thank you, Millie. All right. Now we got a real missing little girl here. And she's been missing for about 8 months. And her name is Lori Page. We went over it last night. And I'm going to get more and more and more into this, but I want y'all to get used to me talking about her, and I want you to get more used to the story. Again, yesterday I told you I was going to deep dive into this. Again, never say never. But this is important. It's so important because she's 12 years old. She's a 12-year-old little girl out of Tallahassee, and she don't really have no digital footprints, right? Thank you, Tam. And she didn't have access, they said, to the computers and the phone. She didn't have a phone and all that. It is 100% important. Thank you, One Love. It really is. Plus, she's right by me. And I intend on doing everything I can to go up there and speak to whoever I can, what I can, how I can, anything I can. That's one of the places I love to go anyway. Why not? The reason that she's been talked about now is because Nancy Grace got her back out. But the reason Nancy Grace, Nancy didn't even know about it until the last couple of days, maybe a week. And she is infuriated, honey. Oh, look at that, True Love. Thank you. Thank you for all the memberships. Thank you. Everybody, if anybody got one, please thank True Love Has Paws for the membership. That is so generous. That is so nice. But every time, every time I think about it, I can go up there and do something, right? I can talk to these people. I can do something. I have been in touch with her pastor. I haven't heard back yet. He went out and set up a search. Her teacher got in touch with Nancy Grace, I guess. But anyway, I don't know for a fact, but I know that her teacher is the one that was searching and been knocking on doors and doing everything that she can to get her back out in the media, or get her out in the media, because she's been missing 8 months and it's got no coverage. They didn't bring the dogs in case you didn't hear last night. Didn't bring the dogs in. Even Chris McDonough was talking to Nancy Grace last night, and or in that video whenever it was made, and he said that the house should have been searched within 3 hours at least. The house was never searched. There's just so much going on with this, and I want to keep this fresh in your minds. I want to keep her fresh in your minds. I think it's very important. But when I told you I was going to deep dive into it, I meant I was going to deep dive into it. Please share her story out. Please share her photos. She don't have very many photos that I can find. But she needs to be found. It doesn't matter if she's a runaway or not. She needs to be found. She's 12 years old. How many of y'all have had a 12-year-old? Or has a 12-year-old? How many? How many's had a runaway? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I've had that in my family. It didn't turn out very well. I guess that's why I'm so passionate also about runaways. This hotline right here is a very important tool to the runaways. Listen, if there is a child or anyone out there under the age of 18 that has run away from home or is thinking about running away from home, they need this number right here. I'm going to keep that up for a little while. I'll get to that in a minute. Actually, I put that in here, and I'll explain why in just a moment. No, other than they can really help you or talk you through some things. But I'm going to give you an example in a little bit. Zero digital footprints. They don't think she's deceased. They think she's still alive. She's been missing since June 3rd of last year. Again, Nancy Grace even just heard about this, and she is not a happy camper. She's not a happy camper with the media, with the police, with anybody. Neither am I. 8 months is a very long time for a 12-year-old little girl to be gone. Thank you, True Love Has Paws. Welcome. Welcome, and thank you again for your gifts as well. Thank you. And Nancy was begging. She was begging at the end of her video that anybody, help get this girl's name out there and help keep her out there. Lori Page. Lori Page is her name. Paige. Lori Page. Say her name. Say her name. Welcome to the family. I think you're going to love it. They didn't even bring search dogs, y'all. Why would they not even bring search dogs to a runaway? I mean, if they thought... See, here's the thing. Her dad worked nights, and she was staying with her dad. Her mom is going to explain. I'm going to let her mom explain to you, and I'm going to let y'all make up your own mind in just a minute. Y'all heard Nancy Grace, and you heard the little bit of interview that Nancy had with her mom. And you heard with her teacher and stuff like that. Well, I got the recording that her mom made off of her Facebook in regards to the interview she had with Nancy. She's a very well-spoken person, lady. She's young. At first I was like, she's, I'm going to let y'all see for yourself. I'll let you inform your own opinions. But she'll explain, because I was thinking yesterday too, because again, it has to be deep dived, that the father had custody. Evidently, the little girl wanted to go stay with her daughter, according to the mom. So we're literally going to hear this. Remember when they said the mom, though, drove over and had a fight the night before with the dad and was escorted off the property? I double checked in that county to see if she went to jail. From what I can find, that's what they say, Ginger Snaps. She wanted to stay with her dad. That's what her own mother says. I'm going to let y'all hear in just a minute. I can't find any record where they took her to jail that night. So what I'm thinking is whatever broke out that night, they escorted her mom off the property and just made her leave, because they can give you a choice. Just leave if it's not that bad or whatever. Her mom, again, is a very well speaker. She could have very well talked herself out of leaving. At first, I was worried, well, did she come back when he went to work and take the child? That's just my thoughts. That's what I was wondering. But I'm not so sure about that. I don't know. And again, I'm not trying to accuse anyone. Jinky Beck, let's see. Yes, that's what they think too. They think she's being supported by somebody else. And they don't know who or how old or whatever. But Tallahassee's a very high trafficking area. It's very high for trafficking. Very high. Which is very sad. That's very sad. I've checked out the dad. He works at a correctional facility. And again, I don't want to say there could be more than one, but from what I looked up, if I have the correct dad, and I won't put all of it out here, but if I have the correct person, which it seems to be, he didn't have no criminal records or anything. He just had basically, the worst thing he had was careless driving. Running a stop sign, unsafe equipment, no insurance or proof of insurance at that time. So it was 4 or 5, different things with the car. Atlanta's traffic too. See, I'm only looking right now in Tallahassee. I haven't got a chance to look everywhere else. So again, I'm gonna dig deep. Y'all know I will. I did in Summer's case. Still am. But this is what I'm getting right now. As far as the grandmother, I didn't see anything other than traffic. Again, I'm going to have to go to other states or evidently other places. But again, hers was also traffic. I didn't see any criminal things. So I don't know. Lori's teacher, again, y'all know she's the one, from my understanding, at first it says she's the one that reported her missing. That's not true. I just want to put that out there. Hey, Michelle, that's not true. Her dad did report her missing, okay? But as Michelle was, as she was not in school a couple of days, her teacher got real concerned. And her teacher said she was a good student. She never got in trouble about anything. She loved to go to school. And again, they didn't keep it in the news media or anything, even in the local news. Her teacher's the one that got out there and fought for her. Her teacher to this day is the one out there fighting for her, taking it to the news stations, got it back in the news again. Her teacher. I think that's pretty sad, if you ask me. It does seem strange, don't it, Roxy? She was last seen on Continental Court near Ocala Road in June of 2023. They want everything hashtag Lori Page, hashtag Let's Find Lori. So share that. We need answers. Hey, wise old lady. Hey. Yeah, a Reese Cup 61. I agree. But just to clear up, Lori's father did call. He did call and report her missing. And he is a correctional officer. Okay, he works nights. Again, would I leave my little girl by herself at night? Especially not in Tallahassee, honey. No, that's just me. No. There's no, and unfortunately, in Florida, there is no, certain states you got to be 12, you got to be this, you got to be that, whatever. In Florida, it's kind of based on, this is a law they need to change. It's kind of on when they're mature enough. It's not that's her last name, Paige. Yep. Lori. Yep. Ginger snap. There's no age. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no age limit. Well, that don't make sense. They need to specify that because I don't be thinking you can leave your kids at 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Now they can get them for that. So it's a very broad area in Florida. But again, she was reported missing. She was reported missing. Then her teacher stayed on them. But I guess because they have no digital footprints, the police just kind of closed it. Okay, or shut up about it. Yeah, her name is very common. They could change her name. Absolutely, Jinky Bet. So, but where is she at? Even how is she eating? How are they? Somebody is harboring this child. Okay, somebody is doing that. And I'm gonna tell you something. Now that's a crime here in Florida. That's a definite crime. Margaret Summers was her teacher at Griffin Middle School. Okay, that's where she went, Griffin Middle School. She said she had zero disciplinary actions against her ever. Thank you, Pinks. Thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I would never leave my child overnight. I would no, absolutely not. Denise said, we test our kids back in the day, hid in the house, took the car. So that's how they drilled them and they passed. Yeah, that was a good idea. But you got to think back in the day, things are not like they are now. Especially in Tallahassee. I'm telling y'all. I'm just telling y'all. I know, I'm just telling you. And I like to go there. I love to go there just for a getaway. I love to just drive there. It's just down the road, basically. I just call it down the road. I like to drive the back road. I don't even like to get on the interstate. I just like to go the back road. I like to go. That's where I take y'all to the park. That's where I take y'all to the park and show you the ducks and walk around. Something draws me to that park. I don't know what it is. I think it's where I used to take my granddaughter all the time. But something draws me to that park. But I love to go there. I love to go there. But it's no. But her teacher, Margaret Summers, said to this day she is worried about her. She's worried about her. She said she was very polite, very studious. I'm fixing to let you hear her mother. After she talked to Nancy Grace a little bit, and she wasn't very happy about after maybe the backlash or little things people were saying. She said not so much Nancy Grace, but other things that was being said. I'm going to let you hear it in just a minute, and I'm going to let y'all make up your own mind. This is very strange. She has a lot on her Facebook, a lot of videos, a lot. That's what I was going through today, and so was Millie. We'll be going through some more, but today we're going to go through this one. I don't want to weigh y'all down with this. Again, Tallahassee Police Department thinks she ran away. Here's the kicker. I didn't know this until today. She has ran away before. She has ran away before. I don't know if any of you have ever heard that or not. I found today she has ran away before. My question is, what is this child running away from? She's 12 years old. What is she running away from? Who is she running away from? Why is she running away? Hey, Blue Eyes Dumpling, hello. They say Lori didn't have no smartphone. She was unlike any other children as far as electronics and computers and things like that. But I'm here to tell you, just like I did last night, I don't care if they are the brightest person and have the biggest IQ ever. I don't care. When they get to school and they get around their other friends, if they want to see what they're doing on those phones and they want to use those phones, hey, Tina, and they want to start texting or going under different names or whatever, so they can't be tracked by their parents or say proved, like, no, I wasn't using that phone. No, I didn't. They're lying on me or whatever. Because I don't care how much trouble they got in or whatever. Kids are smart when it comes to that. And what all do they want? Electronics. Now, when they have all the electronics and stuff and you take it away from them, because that's all how you can punish them to this day, what else they got? They don't care if you take food away. They don't care if you take whatever away. If you're not taking them shop, they don't care about all that. And sneaky, yeah, they will. If they want it, they're going to do it no matter how Wally, Cleaver, Beaver they are. It doesn't matter. They're going to find a way. They're going to find a way. I'm just telling you. They're going to find a way. And if they can find a way if they're in trouble, what do you think they can do if they don't have the stuff? Don't ever say, not my child. Not my child. Yeah, okay. As soon as you say not your child, guess what? Guess what? But they say she didn't have a smartphone. She didn't have any of that stuff. And so, therefore, again, there was no digital footprint. And I'm finding out, again, today, this is the second time she ran away. Now, I don't know if this is where she ran away with her mother. Her mother lives 500 miles away. Or if it was when she was staying with her father. And it was the second time she ran away with him. I don't know yet. I'm telling you this stuff because I don't know yet. This is all new to me as well. Right. But there's got to be some reason that she ran away the first time. Now, does that mean and that's a possibility, Danny. Now, does that mean she run away before? Does that mean she run away now the second time? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's also why people, and I'm not talking about her in this case, that's also why in life you don't say cry wolf, cry, because nobody's going to believe you. You don't run away. And then when something really happens, they don't know whether to believe you or not. So, no, she didn't. I mean, we don't know. The police is saying she ran away, but did she? And even if she did, she's 12 years old. I don't care. She's 12 years old. Where's she at? I want to know where she's at. I don't care. I'd be knocking down that door every single day. Where's my child? Where is she? Who has her? How's she being fed? Where is my child? And that's possible. And let me tell you something. In case y'all missed it last night, this is what I said. I'm afraid you have to check all avenues. And I'm kind of worried. See, I would be worried working at a correctional facility and leaving any child, boy or girl, home alone. I would hire a babysitter, whatever, take her to a baby. Because let me tell you something. We know not all cops are bad and all that stuff. But what if he even a year ago said something to one of his, just being polite. Hey, how you doing today, man? Oh, everything's cool. Just my daughter's homesick. Yeah, me and my wife separated. She comes up here to stay with me XYZ amount of time and, whatever. And what if one of those people, they're not bad, but what if they brought it up? Yes, Sergeant so-and-so's daughter stays there by herself every night while he's at work. Do you get what I'm saying? Trina said, Smiley, who is Brooklyn Page in all of this? I am confused. Is that the grandma? My understanding is Brooklyn is the grandma. That's my understanding. What if she was on social? She very well could have been, Roxy. She could have been under something that she's not traceable. And she could have been catfished. Right? You're right here by Interstate 110. I-60, it goes into I-65, I-75. It takes you all the way to California. Can take you all the way into New York, depending on which way you go. Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky, all the hubs. And Tallahassee's one of the biggest hubs. Right here where I'm at, transit. Panama City Beach is one of the biggest freaking transient places there is. And they do not talk about these things like everyone else does. Could be a released inmate or someone knew she had left alone. She could have easily been persuaded. I'm sure her heart was broke. Right. Exactly. And that's what I'm getting at. It could have easily been an inmate that was released. Easy. And I hope they've checked everybody out. But if they put her as a inmate, as a runaway, have they checked out inmates? Have they checked out all these people? Last night I was wondering, did they go 500 miles and check her mom out, her mom's house? Because the video I'm going to show you tonight, or let you hear tonight from her real mom, she went up there and argued with the dad. Now, I don't want, listen, I'm not saying that her mom did anything, has or don't, blah, blah, blah. We don't know anything yet. It's too early to tell anything. But last night I can tell you what I thought. I thought, I'm blunt. I'm going to tell you. I thought, why would she go up there, fight, be escorted off by cops? So evidently she was in the wrong. Her daughter is there. But then I go digging and I go into other videos. And I'm like, which I can't play you tonight because it's just too much. And then I go, because she's going to tell you here, trust me, she's going to tell you here, she's a scientist and she has degrees and she this and she that. And she got 6-figure grants and da-da-da-da-da. And at first you're kind of side-eyeing all this stuff thinking, and I'm sorry, I apologize if she's watching. I'm not trying to go there. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm just telling you how I felt. I'm digging into this case. This is how I felt. But I'm not saying that's what I think or I feel today. That's not what I'm doing. But I had to stop and think, and then I had to go when I jumped down to about the 50th video, and I just randomly clicked it because there was so many. And then I go, she's talking about, I think it was off of a TikTok, but it was on there. But she was talking about now she had asked him, the girl's daddy, would he keep her a little bit longer? For the first time in her life in 10 years, she wasn't able to pay her rent or house note, and it was the first time she ever seen him slap a eviction notice on her door. And he said something about, well, you could have gave me a little more time. She said something to the fact, well, if I would have known, I would have gave you more time, which that's understandable, she said, and that's what I'm saying. And then, but then in that TikTok video, she was like, well, I got that, and I'm in debt with my grant because I spent it first, and I got over like, and it's not just a regular, it's a 5 or 6 figure one, and so I got to pay all that back. And now I'm working sacking groceries, and you don't see Trump doing that, you don't see these big people, and so now we got a money problem. That's what I'm thinking. That in my head, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, this is not making sense. But you're going to drive 500 miles to go fight with your baby's daddy the night before she comes up missing. Why? Well, Smiley wants to know, or I wanted to know last night. I still would be curious to know, since she was, and again, I'm trying not to accuse her because I haven't dug so deep into it. I would like to know, with her scientist and her degrees and all of her good job and all of her things, did she have a insurance policy on this little girl? I'm just asking. Did she have an insurance policy on this little girl? I just want to know. It's something to think about, right? That's what I want to know. So again, what is she running from? What is she doing, or whatever, if she is running, right? Okay, so we are going to hear this just a minute so you can hear her mom. This is after the Nancy Grace interview she did. Let's see.
In the last 48 hours, there have been 2 podcasts bringing awareness to the missing 12-year-old Lori Page out of Tallahassee, Florida. One of which was Nancy Grace herself. And as I was listening to these things, the podcast and the Nancy Grace show, there were some things that I felt could use some clarity, right? So, first and foremost, my presentation. I was very judged on my presentation and the way that I come off across the screen. As she said, not Nancy herself, but some of the other speakers on here said that I was methodical and basically cold and very, what you would say is logical. What you were describing is logic. To which Nancy said, well, she kind of has to be because nobody else is doing it. But yes, that's my presentation. You most of you don't know me, but if you know me, this is how I'm pretty much right here all the time. I'm cool as a cucumber. It takes a lot to rattle my cage, and when it's rattled, it's rattled. So yes, I have had a very deep, very visceral reaction to the missing of my little girl, my only daughter, my only child. And no, that doesn't feel good. That's every single parent, anybody who's ever had a kid, that's their worst nightmare.
It's her only child, too.
So I'm sorry that I'm not on here boo-hoo crying. I've already did that. I'm not going to get on the internet and cry. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm not going to get on the internet and cry. I don't want to speak to the media. What do you want me to say? If you really want to know what I have to say, it's all been recorded. It's all been recorded for everybody to see. I don't want to come and talk to you on your platform. I want to talk on my platform. I didn't ask Ms. Nancy Grace to come speak on my platform. She didn't ask me to speak on hers. So we're gonna do we do the things that we feel that we want to do. So if I don't want to speak to the media, I don't have to do that. And if I were, let's just play the what if game. If I were What do you want me to say? Because I don't have any information. I don't have anything to tell you. I don't know what happened.
Just wait.
The situation, because it made it on certain occasions, it made it sound like I just left, like I just abandoned her at her dad's house. First of all, Lori explicitly has stated over and over and over that she wants to live with her dad.
Hey, Andy.
Ever since she started kind of hitting puberty, and this is a very normal psychological phenomenon that we see consistently in children, and let me speak on that. I speak in numbers and facts and statistics and things like that because I'm a scientist.
Yeah, that's her only child.
I have a master's degree in science. I do science all day long. My title is student doctor. So there's a whole way to present things. You can't go in and be presenting something with your emotions inside of it, right? Because if the doctor comes in the room and they are wailing and crying on the floor, it's going to be a bad day for everybody. It's not going to be good. So I have to hold my composure.
I don't know, Julia.
So Lori had been stating that she wants to live with her dad. I run a very, very no-nonsense household. Just as you see me now, the same way that I sit and I speak on this camera is the same way that I speak. So I'm the same person all the time. I'm the same person all the time. And some people like me and some people don't. And I personally don't care. I don't care. You liking me doesn't get me closer to my goal. It doesn't pay no bill. I don't care. And this is where I'm different than a lot of people. Y'all care about shit that don't matter. On the podcast that I just finished listening to, they're psychoanalyzing. Well, why would she? Well, what would make her? And Nancy Grace is like, I don't want to psychoanalyze her. I want to know where she's at. Like, let's. This is not about me. This is not about me. But if we're going to speak on events that precipitated the missing of Lori, we can speak on that. So she had explicitly stated that she had been wanting to live with her dad. I have had Lori since the day she was born. I had Lori very, very early. And I've been in school Lori's entire life. So that is what she sees. That is what she sees. And that is the behavior that she emulates. I am hard on myself. I'm a perfectionist. I try to teach her to give herself grace because that's something that I had to learn at my big age. But as I work on reframing my mindset, I give her the jewels that I come across, but I cannot give you what I don't have. So this is what she stated. She stated she wanted to live with her dad. This wasn't my favorite thing. Of course I want her with me. Of course I want her with me because if she's with me, then I know where she's at. I worked in childcare for 15 years. Okay, I don't have no problem keeping her. It's not that I just dropped her off. He said, and not to mention, I should be able to leave my child with her father. I should be able to do that, right? Like, just like I have legal rights and responsibilities, so does he. He has legal rights and responsibilities. I am the custodial parent. What that means is that we have 50-50 custody, but I have the final say. And so whenever they were bringing up the idea that that's where she wanted to stay, I didn't like it. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And Lori understands that she can come and say anything to me. You can say what you say is how you say it. And so respectfully, she very articulately explained the reasons that she wanted to be with her dad. Because she presented to me. And her dad was perfectly happy to get her. He was perfect. Yes. I feel like I have missed out on a lot of her life. I want to get her. So for a couple of years, we did.
Bingo. That's what I thought, Jesse. Does she not seem like she would be the type that would be so upset and furious if, especially the day after her and the father got into it physically, where she had to be dragged off by the cops? Whatever they were fighting about, don't you think he went to work and leaving her child, that would have been enough just for, as a woman, I'm just saying, as an excuse for her to go off the deep end? Doohickey said, I'm not getting calm, appropriate vibes. Right. Yeah, she's see, when I first saw her, I'm gonna be honest with you. No, Smiley's gonna be honest. Okay. I didn't want to say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. When I first saw her, I'm like, she's a fucking bitch. Straight up. And then I'm like, maybe I better just wait till yeah, so they probably was. So it made me, it rang a bell with me. She said they're probably fighting over Lori. So when I got down, I don't know if Andy saw this one or not, because I skipped over some of the ones and I just randomly got that one TikTok that was on there. I just randomly hit it. Andy, and I was telling this a while ago, where she was talking about, now we're at the situation, I'm going to have to go through all of them, but now we're at the situation where she was talking about, oh, you know, I have to have 2 jobs now. I shouldn't have to work at this pay rate. And you don't see Trump having to bag groceries or eating. I don't eat this chicken. I don't eat. I mean, it's what? I mean, really? So, yeah, that's what I'm going through now. So I'm just like, I was thinking, and I told them this earlier, I was thinking, I wonder, did she have an insurance policy on her daughter? That's what I'm wondering. Surely to God, somebody has looked into it. No, she don't. She don't. It's just all too much, too strange.
For a couple of years, we did pertinent information. I don't live in Tallahassee. I live 500 miles away. So
what was your ass doing up there fighting the night before? You couldn't afford it.
If she wants to be with him and he is willing to keep her, and she has presented to me logical reasons as to why this is what she wants to do, I'm going to hear her out. My child is 12
Is that
years
where
old.
she lives?
She's very, very smart.
Hold up.
She's Hold up. Taught autonomy and
Andy, is that where she lives? That makes it even better for me. Is that where she lives? You know that for a fact? Is that where she lives? Oh, shoot. Shite. Lord Jesus, thank you for putting this case in my lap. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord Jesus. This couldn't have been a better case for me. Annabella, this couldn't have been a better case for me. Tallahassee, Nashville, and all my resources. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? When I hop off of here, I'm going to be checking the Davidson County. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I do, Cassie. I'm so glad somebody told me that. Millie, please drop. We want to build up Misery True Crimes, please. I would have not known this if I wouldn't have been catting around the streets last night. Prowling. Smiley was prowling and went in there and saw her doing a live. I'm like, girl, what you doing? Hi, Smiley, she said. She said, hey, she lives in Goodrich. No, get the freak out of here. Get out, Andy. I need any information you got on that. I got family in freaking Goodrichfield. Get out of here. Get out. What? Oh, Lord, Nurse Sandy, thank you. Are you serious? Frick frack, Smiley's back in a good mood, honey. Honey, I don't want to get in a good mood over these cases, but I tell you what, if anybody can track this information down, it's Smiley. Thank you for your gifts. That was so nice, Nurse Sandy. That was so very nice. Lord have mercy. And y'all don't know how many contacts in the real East Nasty I got. East Nasty I got. Woo, y'all ain't never heard it called East Nasty, have you? It's called East Nasty for a reason, honey. Woo! Woohoo! And then her mother, okay, I looked up her mother today, and her girl, please email any information that you have. Oh, Lord, doggy dog. This is a dog eat dog world, ain't it, honey? That's what I say. You never know. You never, ever, ever know. And see, what you need to do is leave these people alone, because just because you never know when somebody's going to be of good use to something or someone else. Okay? So stop it. Yes, Andy, please take a screenshot before they take it down. Please, please, please. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I'm excited. I'm excited that we going to find this little girl. We're going to find her. We're going to find her. Now, I may not find her, but I'm going to dig and dig and dig. Let's just watch this mama here and see how her garden continues to grow.
She's been taught autonomy and being able to make decisions and understanding that things have consequences and all these different things.
Thank you, Andy. You're a sweetheart.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect at it, and I'm 30. So if this is a decision and this is something that she wants to do, I said, okay, well, let's try. You get her for the winter break. No issue. All right, you get her for the summer. No issue. And then when all of this happened, she was down there for winter break.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now, at this point, this is normal, right? This is normal. We've established a pattern, right? Because thinking like a doctor is pattern recognition, and they're going to say that until I turn blue in the face. It's pattern recognition. So he's had her. He's kept her.
I'm glad you did too, honey. I'm glad you did too. She had a
great time with.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Myself and her father are totally different parents. We're totally different parents. He's the fun parent, which good for him. My phone is blowing up, so I'm trying to keep up with the. Mind you, I'm at work today. I'm at work. So in the winter break that she was down there, we were going into the new semester, and going into the semester, something went wrong with my financial aid at school.
Here we go.
I'm a graduate student. I'm in graduate school. I have 2 degrees. I'm working on my 3rd one. Okay. So, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap. The cost of attendance, it costs 6 figures to go to this school every single year. And and I can't work, right? Because I need to study 80 hours out the week. So when whatever went wrong with my financial aid, it caused, because I use that money. They give you the financial aid because you can't work. So you use the financial aid to pay for your room and board, etc. And when it went wrong, I did not get any money back in January at all. I didn't get any money back. And then they said I owed them money. Which again, we're talking in the 5 and 6 figures. This is not a little bit amount of money. So whenever this happened and I couldn't pay the rent, and she was already in Florida with her dad, logically speaking, if I'm about to get put out because I cannot pay my rent because something got messed up that was outside of my control, yes, I can come get my child on the date that we agreed upon. I can come get her. But I'm working on...
She can't come get her. But she came down to fight with him, didn't she? I know Miss Nancy Grace was picking up on this, honey. Smiley can't be the only one picking up on this and the only ones with this thought. I know Nancy Grace was picking up on this. Yeah, why does she talk like it's her alibi? I just want to know. I just want to know. And then, oh, bingo, bingo, bingo. Oh, the old child support. The old child support. When was this her? After the Nancy Grace interview, honey. Didn't you hear her at the very front? She said, this is after the Nancy Grace interview, that she was not happy with how the other people, not Nancy, but how the other people treated her and how people were coming to her. Oh, yeah. Yep. You got to. Because she didn't work. And, if the truth was known, she might have got even free public housing down there. Even though she was on a 5 or 6 income grant, she probably got free. Woo, Lord, I can't wait to dig into this case. I can't wait to physically be boots on the ground. I can feel some road trips coming soon. Just saying. But I'm working on stable housing. So while you have stable housing, can you just keep her? Can you keep her? You can't hear me. You can't hear me. Okay, you can. Okay, perfect. While you have stable housing, just keep her. Is that okay? Is that fine? If it's not fine, let me know. To which he said, well, I wish you would have asked me this earlier. That's a fair response. I would have asked him earlier if I would have known earlier. But I cannot tell you what I don't know. I didn't know this was going to happen. I have paid my rent on time for 10 years. And the one time that we hit January 3rd, you got a red letter on my door. So now I'm up here scrambling, trying to figure out how I'm going to get my money, how I'm going to get these classes paid for, how I'm going to eat. And so, no, I'm not going to, if my child is already okay, if she's already in Tallahassee with her dad and she's okay, then I'm going to leave her there. Why would I disrupt her peace? Why would I take away her stability to come be with me? I'm not that selfish. That doesn't make sense. It's not logical. I've slept in my car before. Okay, I'm not going to do that if there's a resource or something available so that my child does not have to go through that. She's 12 years old. I made the decision to go to grad school. I can be responsible for myself. That's totally fine. I can be responsible. I was responsible for Lori for Wait a minute. Hold up here. I can be responsible for myself. That's fine. I can be responsible for myself. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see what she says about Lori now. She's fixing to spit it out.
7 years. And when y'all see her,
I was responsible for Lori for how many years?
Say, oh, she was such a good student. There was never a behavior problem. Like, Lori is an amazing kid. I know she didn't get that from out of thin air.
She knows she was amazing.
I taught myself how to be the best parent I could possibly be. And it's not perfect. It's not perfect. But I didn't have a mom. The mom I did have was a horrible person. Absolutely horrible person. And as soon as I ran away from her house too.
Oh, you did?
She's a terrible person. And the things that she does, she just hasn't got caught. But it's on.
She said I ran away from her house too. So is she putting it? So the first time she ran away, was she at her house? And is she putting it in here as she ran away too? So it's no big deal. She ran away. Honey, she ran away. Shut that down. Shut it down. I need a whiteboard. I need to start checking off these mothers. Who is the worst mothers of all time? And at the end, we just need to see. I can't.
But it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, and it's all going to come out. I can sit here and speak about the trafficking in Tallahassee because I know firsthand. Because I was a child in that situation. So I'm not just making up. I don't just make these things up. So.
Elizabeth Wright
wasn't thrilled about her being with her dad. And then at one point, me and her dad were never together. Me and her father were never together. I was assaulted.
Hold on. Was she assaulted? Is she saying she was assaulted by her dad? I'm not sure, y'all. Was she assaulted by her dad? Is that what she's saying? I know she said she was trafficked just now. Is that what she's saying? Me and her dad was never together. I was assaulted. Is that what she's saying? Somebody tell me. I know it's me. Because if that's what she's saying, I'm just wondering, why would she allow her to go stay with the dad? Didn't it sound like that's what she meant? Now, I could be totally wrong. Again, I'm just digging into this case. But if that's what she means, and I will write her and ask her. And in fact, hold on just a moment, because I want to make sure I got this clear. Hold on. Just, can y'all bear with me just a moment? Hold on. Let's see. Shit, hold on a minute. No, Smiley will ask her herself. See, Here we go. Question. Hi. Okay. Ooh, I don't know how she's going to answer, if she or how she will answer that, but anyway, I just ask her. You want to know something, you got to go straight to the horse's mouth. I wish you'd do a live sometime soon. I don't know who you're talking to, but okay, here we go.
Let's just say it what it is. I was 15, 16 at the time, and he was 22. And we still have, I mean, the age gap is not going to change. It's still the same. So, of course, this is not my favorite person. No, we're not like lovey-dovey. We're cordial enough to co-parent. But I don't tolerate disrespect.
That's what she was saying.
When I first found out she was missing, please let me tell you about the first time.
Yes, he did.
Please let me tell you.
The dad reported her missing.
I'm in medical school. And it's final exam week. I haven't slept in weeks, but this is what I signed up for. Like the hardest unit, we have already finished it. Now we have another one coming up, and I'm tired because I had to push through that hardest unit. I had to go through the feelings of doing my absolute best and it not quite being enough. So, and I'm shaking this off because I'm resilient, right? Med school makes you resilient. You have to bounce back because you don't have time. So we had taken the test, and I'm sitting down. I'm getting ready to study for my next test, right? Because that's all I do. So I have set all my things up, ready to go, and I get a phone call. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. I don't answer the phone. I don't take voicemails. I'm very focused on what I'm trying to do. So I see that the phone is ringing, and it's the 850 number, and I usually don't answer it, but something was like, answer the phone. Just answer the phone. If it's a scammer, you could just hang up. Just answer the phone. Answer the phone. Hi, this is so-and-so with TPD. We were, first of all, we were calling to look.
The father initially did. He's the one. They thought that, but the father did report her missing. And then the teacher got concerned and kept her name out there. And she just brought it back to light.
We don't know where she's at. Look at me, you don't know where she's at. What do you mean? Like, that's my first reaction. Like, my first reaction is not comprehending, right? Like, I'm not, right? Because I'm thinking about ketoacidosis and all the stuff, the renal function and all the stuff they're about to test me on. And then you come out the woodwork saying, where is Lori? We don't know where Lori's at. Lori should be with her daddy. She should be at her daddy's house. So I'm distraught. I'm distraught. Okay? I'm having this reaction. I get off the phone with him because he don't have no answers for me, so we don't need to be on the phone. And I'm just,
What?
I was horrified. I think the feeling that in that moment was horrified. My child is nowhere to be found, and I am 500 miles away. What am I supposed to do? This isn't in the parenting handbook. This isn't it.
Hop on a plane and be here in 1 hour. Hop on a plane and be here in 1 hour. Hop on a plane and be here in 1 hour. And what do you mean, hang up and don't talk to the dad? Mighty shallow of you.
This isn't in the handbook. If your kid runs away or goes missing, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the steps are. And when I consistently reached out to TPD, the way that I have been treated by the Tallahassee Police Department is disgusting. It's disgusting.
I would like you to come on here and tell us how you were treated.
So I'm making phone calls, this is happening in my school. I'm in my school amongst all of these professionals, and I'm just like, I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor. Because I have anxiety, even before, from forever ago. I have anxiety. So I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor because my worst nightmare is playing out in front of me, and I'm not sure.
That's her
I'm
worst
waiting
nightmare.
To wake up, right? I'm waiting to wake up because this is not real life. I've had enough nightmares to know maybe this is one of them. So I call her dad.
Oh, she calls him back now.
When I call her dad, he's going off on me.
I thought she didn't want to talk to him. She hung up on him.
Just how you saw me gather my composure and bring it back down just then, that's what I do. This is how I am. I have to gather my composure because if I'm the most patient person in the world, and if I run out of patience, it's gonna be bad. And that is a fact. So I'm trying to be patient with him. I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, her daughter's missing for 8 months.
Cognitive abilities to understand. This is probably terrifying for him. He went to work. He came back. His daughter wasn't there. Is that a reason to go off on me? Absolutely not. But it's a scary situation. So not too much on him this time. All the other times I've dealt with his disrespect and I shut it down. But on this occasion, this is an emergency. You know what I mean? This is I know an emergency when I see one. So this is an emergency. So I'm not expecting decorum. So we get off the phone. Nothing happens. Nothing happens that night. I have to leave school and go home. I have to leave school and go home.
You had to leave school and go home because what are you going to do 500 miles away? Why didn't you stay at school?
Is not the place to
Might as well have.
So I get home and there's no update. There's no answer. There's no. Either the following morning, and please, if my timeline is slightly off, please forgive me because this is all blurred together because this has been incredibly traumatic. So either the next morning or shortly thereafter, it was a morning because I woke up and it was a text and a call, and basically he was saying that they found her.
Amy Lou, right?
And I said, "Oh, thank you, Lord." What else? They found her and what? And what? I want a full rundown. The doctor's job is to take the history.
You're not a doctor.
You look at the history because you're looking for a pattern. So I have questions. When you go into a clinical setting and you sit down with the doctor, you're probably not counting, but that doctor's going to ask you 100 different questions.
What?
I know. Believe me, I know. I have to have them memorized. So, because it's a workup, right? So I'm trying to work the situation up because this doesn't make any sense. But you're saying that you found her. And then the story that they told, I said, well, what? Where was she? The story that I was told by her father and by TPD was that she went to school the next day, which sounds like Lori. Lori loves school. Lori's always loved school. Lori has had perfect attendance forever. And on the very few occasions where she does not feel well and she says she don't want to go to school, I don't make her go because that's not like her, right? She really must be feeling well. We're going to the doctor. At that point, if Lori doesn't want to go to school, we're going to the doctor. So she went to school, and the story that I'm told is that she didn't have on any shoes. Now, as a teacher, as someone who has taught, I have taught in public school. If a child comes in and doesn't have on any shoes, and I know was missing, I have questions. And so what they told me was that the dad picked her up from school and they went home. That's what they told me, but that doesn't make any sense. My little girl spent the night outside that barefoot? We're going to the hospital. And then after that, we're going to a psychiatric facility because something is wrong. Something is wrong. This is not normal behavior. So I'm going to try to get to the bottom of it. But I was brushed off. Well, she was found, like she said, that people keep telling me how I'm supposed to feel. So, like, I should be fine that now she's found okay. I should be okay. But I'm not. What happened in these times? What happened to you? What happened? Who all was there? What happened? And I'm not going to move forward until I get that answer from Lori. Like, I'm not. Maybe she didn't want to. I did not see Lori. Right? I did not see Lori. And the reason.
That's what I want to know. What is she running away from? Who is she running away from? And why is she running away? And even if she's a runaway, she deserves to be found this time. But this time, did she really run away? Or this time, is somebody hoping they'll think she ran away because she has run away in the past? It's a very good possibility. I don't know, but I'm going to find out one way or another. I'm going to find out what that dad has to say about all this. Oh, don't you worry. I'm going to try. Listen, I'm going to Tallahassee. I'm not going to tell y'all when, how, whatever. Smiley's going to make a trip to Tallahassee. Smiley's putting a little boots on the ground. Smiley's going to do a little bit of what Smiley does best. Let's just say that. Yeah, trigger warning. Thank you, Borrowed Angel.
I did not see Lori, right? I did not see Lori. And the reason why I didn't have as much contact with Lori as I wanted to was because her dad would not let me talk to her. Her father would not let me talk to her. Lori does not have social media. She had a cell phone. In my house, she had a cell phone. It was taken. In his house, she had a cell phone. It was taken. The reason why Lori doesn't have social media is because when Lori was about 9 years old.
Thank you, Andy.
This is in my house. When Lori's about 9 years old, she comes up to me,
Yeah, because I want all my ducks in a row before I drive up there.
Huh? Right? Because why is my 9-year-old worried about this? Like, I know I've taught her the street address, but why do you need that information? Like, that's weird. So I'm like, well, why? And she says to me, well, my friend on Roblox was asking me, and I didn't know, so I was basically coming to ask you. Your friend on Roblox was asking you for your zip code? Red flag, shut it all down. Shut it down. And so now I'm asking questions, how do you know this friend? I don't know them. We only speak on Roblox, but she's very nice. How do you know it's a girl? Because she said, well, how old is she? Well, she's 12. How do you know that? Well, I don't know. I don't know. So now we have to sit down and have a discussion about the very, very scary parts of the internet without going into too much detail. But basically, logically walking her through that you have no way to know that this isn't some 40-year-old
my ducks in a row,
dad.
Sin.
You can't know that. So you can't give anybody that's asking you that information is not, and that's asking you. Nobody would ask a 9-year-old what their zip code is. That's a question for your parent. So it's for that reason that Lori's internet access was extremely restricted. Because that wasn't the only instance. That was the first one and the biggest one.
And to me, that's a red flag. I mean, that's just me.
She cannot cognitively understand that these people.
I understand when people work with numbers. I understand this and I understand that. But that's
look
at her.
Right, and so
I wish Deception Detective would look at this.
We're not expecting, you know what I mean? And from then forward, because this was when COVID was real big. And she was going to school from home. So she did have a computer. And I did monitor all of the computer usage. All of it, all the time. Because you're not...
Yeah.
That's what I'm supposed to do. That's how I keep her safe. The internet is not safe. The internet is not a safe place for adults. And so I'm not, so then I had to study up on Roblox because to me, this is a child's game, right? This is a child's game. But now I'm seeing things where they're luring children from Roblox and they're luring children from Pokemon Go and all these other different types of, these people on the internet are sick. These people on the internet are sick. And they're hunting. They're hunting for our children. So this is the reason why Lori did not have a phone. She had a computer that was school issued, and that restricts a whole lot of things. There was also instances on the computer where, like I said, I monitor. So I'm finding things that I don't need to be finding. So it's like, okay, I know that you need this computer for school because now we're going back to school.
See, that's what I feel like. I feel like she's setting up her story. Don't y'all? I feel like she's setting up her story. And she's very calculated. But I think she has to have everything to a T. But she's very calculated, in my opinion. Yes, I think her body language needs to be analyzed, in my opinion. That's what I think. Hold on a minute. Sorry, I had to try to get me some coffee made. But anyway, I just want am I like mute or whatever? Anyway, so, and that's just she's very calculating, in my opinion. She's very calculating. I don't know. What do y'all think? Send it to deception. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Hold on a minute. Let's see. I'm trying to see. This is we'll listen to a little bit more. It's a pretty long live. We may have to pick back up on it tomorrow, but listen to her again some more.
Now we're back in school. This is a couple years later. Now we're back in school. This is a couple years later. We're back in school. And we're playing the game where, because Lori's 12 and I'm the mom, I'm the bad guy, right?
Thank you, Derek.
You have to try your mom, right? Like you have to press up. And of course she's not understanding that I'm just trying to keep her safe. I'm not trying to ruin her fun. I'm just trying to keep her safe. So the things that she's pulling up, these are gateway things, right? Like what I'm looking at, what she pulled up is not exactly bad, but the ads, what I'm seeing in the ads on the side and like the what's being advertised, this is a rabbit hole. I can see where this is about to go. Maybe she can, maybe she can't. This was disguised as anime. Mind you, she loves anime. So I'm thinking she's just watching regular old anime. No. I found out it's a whole genre of this stuff.
Are you talking about in Harmony's case? Did they return a verdict? But yeah, she blames Brooklyn. Now that's the grandmother. Brooklyn is the grandmother. And the father for her missing. She's blaming them. She's just 12 years old. The police said they believe somebody's helping her, but they want to know who. Who is helping her? Who? If this is an adult helping hide Lori Page, she's 12 years old. Please come forward. Please come forward. You are harboring a child, a runaway. And I want you to know that if you're found of that crime in Florida, that's a very serious crime. And of course, FBI is involved because she could have been taken across state lines. But in Florida, you cannot knowingly help a runaway or an unmarried minor who is a runaway without notifying their parents or guardian or the law enforcement, because you're going to get your butt in a sling and your child may be taken into custody, or a child may be taken into custody if they're a runaway. They may be taken into custody for their protection. But you can't harbor the runaways or the children. You cannot do it. Not here. Not in Florida. You can't. If there's a child and they find you, again, they may take you into custody. Just until you're safe, to make sure you're safe. There's reasons that children may run away that may cause a child to run away. Of course, that's abuse. That is abuse. It's suffering a great loss, maybe, and they're not ready to deal with it. Maybe divorce. Well, they was never married, but maybe, the going back and forth. Well, I mean, what's going on there? Something's going on there. Not all the time, but most of the time, runaways are victims. Not all the time. Sometimes they can be the perpetrator. Just saying. Yeah, the hand signal is important. Yep. Always make sure, start at a young age and make sure that they know their phone number, and anybody important's phone number, the mom, the dad, the grandma. And if it's long distance, to put the one or the, explain the area codes to them. It's very important. Especially a child as smart as her. Please start out. I used to make mine sit at the table and write things over and over again to learn how to spell. It's very important, or to memorize. Now they have all these electronics and stuff, even though they say she didn't. Now you got one saying, well, she did, but it was taken away. I don't know, but listen, I don't know. I just know there's no digital footprints. Take the computers and things away. Don't buy them as Christmas gifts. Don't buy them as birthday gifts. Make them sit down and write. Have them look at a can or something at a young age. A Folgers can, a freaking tuna can, something. Write it over and over till they learn to spell it. Right. Teach secret words that only you're going to know and stuff like that. I want the runaway hotline put up again. I want the safe harbor, if you can find it, somebody, the safe harbor runaway center link put up, the one in the state of Florida. I want runaways to always know there's always a better option. It'll pass, whatever it is. There's help out there. You can always go for help with somebody. I just want to speak to the runaways for a minute for whatever reason that they think that that's their only choice. If we don't know if this was a runaway, I'm just saying there are people out there who are runaways. Here is the number if you need to call or you're thinking about it or you know somebody who has, you have a friend. Maybe you're harboring, I don't know. But if you're in that situation, call that hotline if you are a runaway. Speak to the people. Have the hotline, and they will. Call your mom. Call your dad. You don't have to do it. Have them call and have them let your parents, your grandmother, have them call, tell them what school. They'll find the number, don't worry. Give them your teacher's name. Your pastor's even looking for you. I emailed him earlier. Your pastor's even looking for you. Maybe they could call him. But I'm talking to any and all runaways now. It's so important that you have that number in your wallet. If you ever see this or anybody sees this and can give it to somebody, if you know they're a runaway. Because I had a cousin that ran away a long, long time ago. She was a straight A student. She was a cheerleader. She was the only child. She was everything anybody could dream of. Never in trouble. Nothing. Her boyfriend is the reason she ran away. But her boyfriend ended up leaving her in California. And he came home. The reason it's so important for this hotline right here is not only can they help you, they will call and let somebody know that you are safe. At least that person will know you are alive. They'll let you know you are alive. And that'll take so much worry off of them. That's what they did for my cousin. They didn't even call the mom. They called my grandmother, and they had to verify. She had to verify how she verified was so my grandmother would know that it was her. There was something that she told the runaway people. How she would know it was her. She used to have a cat named Percy, so they knew it was her. And the reason I tell this is because, again, her boyfriend left her in California. And she was asleep on the couch for a place to sleep. And whatever happened to the other people, they had silencers on their pews and stuff. And they wanted to make sure she was not left as a witness. And she had the covers already over her head. And that was that, pretty much. Don't let that happen to you. You may be fine one day and not fine the next. Don't let that happen to you. If you're out there and you've run away, let somebody know that you're okay. Let somebody know that you're okay. Let somebody help you. Somebody will help you and help you overcome whatever it is. This baby, y'all, I still call her a baby. She's not a baby. She wouldn't want to hear that. She's 12 years old. She's missing from Tallahassee, Florida. They don't know what she was last wearing, but they do think she had a book bag on her. And it's just very important that somebody, I'm pretty sure, has seen her, picked her up, helped her, is helping her. They don't think she's deceased. And she is still a child that deserves to be found, no matter if she ran away 100 times or 700 times or just 2 times or 1 time. This time, she may not have even ran away at all. Reach out. That's anybody. If you're a runaway, reach out. Please reach out. Reach out. Tell them, tell them what help you need, and they'll help you. But just make sure you're safe. The main thing is everybody being safe. Okay? And I think tomorrow we'll pick this back up. Or we'll pick it up and see what's happening, and see what I've learned. I've emailed or I've messaged 2 people. And I was about, because this is pretty long, so I was about, Billy can write it down. I was about 30 minutes into it. So I was about 30 minutes into it. We'll listen to her again tomorrow. And then I'll let y'all, I don't know who they were talking about, whose trial. I don't know if anybody's, I don't know if they're talking about Harmony's trial. I don't know if the verdicts come back or what. But I do know that other people is coming live. Andy, if you'll drop Doug's link again. Doug is proudly coming back tonight, sometime tonight. He was already on over at Crime and Justices. He is legal, totally legal. How about that? Totally legal. Go sub up to him. Just Doug. That's all he is. Just Doug. Just Doug. Okay. Oh, Harmony's trial is still going on. Okay, so I don't know who they were talking about. Okay. But we'll pick up on this. I'm sure somebody is going live. And we'll pick up on this tomorrow sometime or something. And I really thank y'all for being in here, because I know this is a lot to take in. But we need to keep her name and face out there. She counts too. She absolutely counts too. And if anybody knows anything or wants to hear anything or talk to me about anything, let me know. And anybody that knows anything about this case, let me know. I'll be more than happy. And Andy, I appreciate you, and you know how to get a hold of me. Oh my God, Katie and Mama Bear, thank you so much. Oh. Don't worry, baby. I'm going to keep being me. I don't know how to be any other way but me. That's all I know. I do know something, and that's all I know. I know. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. But y'all take it easy and share. And anybody coming in later to watch the replay, please share her name. Stop messing with my stuff. Okay, I gotta go. This pit's coming here now. And I love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take this down. Up. Bye. Love y'all.